Good morning, students. We are going to see the next part of the lesson number 12, that is called as a cell referencing. We have seen whenever we calculate anything in Excel, we do not directly use the values in the cell. Instead of that, we use the cell address. That is called as a cell reference. Whenever we use any formula or function in Excel, instead of values we use the cell address of the cell where the value is located. That is called as a cell referencing. There are three types of cell referencing in Excel: relative referencing, absolute referencing, and mixed referencing. Relative referencing is when we copy the formula, automatically the cell references or cell addresses changes as per the cells. Absolute referencing. In absolute referencing, if you wish to keep any cell common in every formula, we use the cell address along with the dollar sign. That is called as a absolute referencing. And in mixed referencing, instead of one cell, we can keep the fix any row or column. Instead, it will not change during copying the formula. That is called as a mixed referencing. You can see here the examples I have given along with the name of the referencing with the dollar sign. We will see in the practical how do we use the cell referencing. For that, we will go back to the Excel. Here I have created three files: relative referencing, absolute referencing, and mixed referencing. We will see all three. Here for relative referencing, see, I have given two values. Here I have used formula. I'll show you the formula. Go to the formula, click on show formula. You can see here, to calculate this total, I have used E3 plus F3. Now when I'll copy this formula, I'll remove this show formula. I'll copy this formula. I've got all the values over here. Now I'll click on the show formula. You can see when we copy the formula, automatically cell addresses changed during the formula. Okay, now this is called as a relative cell referencing. Wherever we copy the formula, related cell references are automatically changed. This is called as a relative cell referencing. Okay, so here as we copy, automatically cell change. But suppose whenever if we don't want sometimes to cell address to be changed, we use relative absolute referencing. We will see example of absolute referencing. Here I have given the example of radius of circle, and I want to calculate the area of the circle. All of you know what is the formula of the area of the circle? Yes, pi into r means pi r square. I have mentioned here value of pi 3.14. Now here I want to calculate. Suppose I'll give the formula is equal to pi into r, means this value, into again r. I will press the enter key. You can see the area is calculated. Now I'll copy the formula. See what happens. It gives you the value 0 because, see here, I'll show you the formula. When I copied the formula, what happened? See, automatically it changed the cell address. Instead of E1, it has taken E2, E3, E4, E5. Whereas you can see these cells, there is no value. E2, E3, E4, there is no value. And if there is no value, when you calculate something, it will give you the answer 0. I want to keep this cell address fixed for every formula. I do not want it to be changed. So in that case, what we can do is, when we calculate give the formula, while giving this formula for even cell, I want to keep this even cell fixed, I will mention their dollar sign along that cell address. So $E $1. I'll use the formula $E $1. You can observe this formula. I have not used dollar sign for radius of circle. The cell which I want to keep fixed in each formula, I have given that cell address along with the dollar sign whenever I am using the formula, and then I will get the value. I'll remove this show formula. Now I will click and drag. You can see now everywhere we have got the radius of the cell, or we have got the answer. And if you will click on any cell and check the formula on the formula bar, the cell $E $1 is fixed in each formula. So whenever we want to keep any cell fixed in the formula, we use dollar sign along in that cell address. That is called as a absolute cell referencing. So we have seen now relative cell referencing, where the cell address has changed, and absolute cell referencing for any one cell which we want to keep the fix in the formula, we use along with the dollar sign, that is called as a absolute cell referencing. Now we will see mixed cell referencing. In mixed cell referencing, what happens? We want to keep any row or column same, don't want to change row and column both. Any one thing we can keep it as a fix. Now see here, I have taken some amount. I have calculated the 10% of the amount, 20% of the amount, and 100%, so 30% of the amount. Here you can see this row is common. This fourth row is common. Only this column is changed. Only the column is changed. So in that case, what happens? We will keep row fix and column we will change. I'll show you the formula used here. You can see here I've used the formula $B $5. This amount I have kept fixed everywhere, and for this column number C, D and E, but row is common. So I used function formula C $4. You can see here D $4. 4 is what? Row number. Here also you can see E $4. So the thing which you want to keep fixed in each formula, that you will give in the with the dollar sign. So I'll show you once again this for I'll remove this. I'll show you once again how to use this formula. Is equal to, I want to keep this 5,000 amount fixed in each cell for this row only. So $B $5 into C $4. Press enter key. And now you can drag and copy the formula. Same thing I will do here. Is equal to, now $B $B $6 into C $4. Enter. You will get the values. Click and drag. You will get the amount for each cell. So here we have seen how to use the mixed referencing. So in this video we have seen all three types of videos with the all three types of cell referencing with the example or the practice in the Excel. You all also practice the same thing on your PC. Thank you.